Hey lovelies, welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Today we're going to be talking about Dr. Chanita finally responding to Dr. Heavenly. If you guys remember, I talked about the fact that Dr. Heavenly came for Chanita. And of course, Dr. Heavenly did try to say she wasn't really coming for Chanita. But we know what the facts are, okay? Anyways, Dr. Chanita Foster is finally responding to Dr. Heavenly. So we're going to get into it. But before that, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And everyone, please like, share. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. All these things help with the algorithm, girl. So if you're trying to support me, please do all of those things. Now let's get into it. I personally think Dr. Heavenly can't keep her mouth closed. I feel like every time she opens her mouth, even when she's like, oh, I'm not trying to shade nobody, it's clear she can't help herself. And I feel like in a way, sometimes she tries to play coy. Girl, you know what you said. You know how that's disrespectful. Why is that a bit of a shocker? Anyways, Dr. Chanita went live on Instagram and she was clapping back. And I'm just rightfully so. Shout out to Empress Radio for this tea. Dr. Chanita confirms that she and Heavenly had been at the same place at the same time numerous times, okay? It is that often. To the point where Dr. Chanita has actually had a conversation with her to ask if she takes NFL insurance because she wanted to take her children to the dentist's office. Dr. Chanita said they've had a lot of interactions, but of course she's not going to use the word friend for Heavenly. She even said she thinks Heavenly is also close with Dr. Jackie, who is one of her daughter's OBGYN. So she's around them in some capacity. That is very interesting. You would not have thought they run in the same circles, okay? Not the way Heavenly be dogging Dr. Chanita out. And I completely get where Dr. Chanita is coming from because she's yo, we're running around in the same circles. We've interacted previously. There's never been any issues. Why are you out here calling me names? That is hurtful. She said she doesn't understand why another Black woman in a medical profession has the right or should disrespect her in that way. And I agree with that. I just feel some of the jabs that Heavenly throws are unnecessary. There is no need. You can state your opinion. You don't have to call nobody no names. You guys, on this show, I don't be calling people names. The worst I'll call people is maybe unhinged and that's reserved for people like Martell and you know what I mean? I don't be calling people names. Most times the commentary is as clean as possible because that's just the kind of person I am. Now, occasionally people be coming in the comment section, but even at that, maybe I'll say slow, are you slow? Or just nothing that deep. Now, if you push me, then maybe you might get a little bit more. But for the most part, I'm just yeah, just keep it light. She did also talk about she's raising 3 future doctors in her house. Her daughter is studying biology and wants to be a dermatologist. Another one wants to be a pediatrician. I can never say that word well, but yeah. And then another one wants to be a veterinarian. Okay, so she was talking about the fact that professionalism is always talked about and these people live by a different standard because they're representation to our community and to our children. I completely get that. And I feel it's the same thing with lawyers, right? In this country, they basically expect that you are a good representation in the society. So you can't do crazy things that certain people will do because you might end up getting someone referring you to the regulation authority or calling something out, and then you have to deal with it that way. So maintaining that integrity and public sort of persona and professionalism is very, very encouraged. So I get what she's saying about that. But I think also Heavenly is not your average dentist because she's on reality TV. So there's a part of entertainment that is also involved in that as well. Now, I do like that Dr. Chanita clarified, she's not saying that Dr. Heavenly couldn't have an opinion. Everyone has the right to an opinion. Everyone is human, right? But she essentially felt Heavenly went too far. So for instance, she said Dr. Heavenly could have said she didn't like her spirit. There are lots of ways to say you don't like somebody without outrightly disrespecting them. But instead, she felt Dr. Heavenly disrespected her, diminished who she is and the work that she has done just because she doesn't like her comment or aggressiveness or whatever she wants to call it. She even talked about Heavenly calling her big because she's 6 feet tall, like, which then causes like a narrative of, oh, she's a man, oh, she's trans, even though she doesn't have any issues with like anyone within these communities. But why does she have to be like verbally abused because Dr. Heavenly does not agree with what she said and probably even how she did it, right? So I completely agree with that. I feel like nobody should be out here calling nobody big or all sorts of names, especially when it's like, girl, did you forget that you used to be big? So what's your point? I didn't even realize like Dr. Chanita was actually that tall. That's beautiful. I have a friend that is 6'2". She's gorgeous, beautiful. She did also sort of expand a little bit about her and Tisha, where she said that what she was trying to say to Tisha is you don't have to like someone to be around them, but you have to respect people. Now, I'll be honest, I don't think that came out in the edit that she received. I feel like they definitely cut bits out and left that bit out because I did not get the impression, oh, you have to respect people. Nah, I just got the impression she was like, you're fake, and that's that. Chanita said she didn't disrespect nobody. She didn't call nobody's mama, cousin. She didn't steal from nobody. She only said something that Heavenly did not like, or maybe even the tone. And the thing about Dr. Chanita is she actually owns that she has been told about her tone a couple of times in the past. And that's the thing. Like, I like someone that is self-accountable, self-reflecting queen, okay? Like, if yes, something is wrong with your tone. Okay, I got a tone issue. I need to work on that. Now, whether she's working on that is another question. But I do agree that, yeah, sometimes the way you present whatever it is you're saying can determine how people receive it and could also come across a bit abrupt and a bit harsh. I will be honest in that. I like Dr. Chanita, but that's just my view on that. She did also say that she was extremely disappointed at Dr. Heavenly, and that, maybe it was for clickbait, maybe it was for fun, but whatever the case may be, she needs Heavenly to know that as a Black woman, she's never going anywhere calling somebody a HOE publicly, right? Even if she disagrees with someone's opinion, she'll find the best way to disagree with the person without looking crazy. And she thinks Heavenly was looking a little cray-cray. It's crazy. This is the thing, right? I don't think sometimes people understand like impact, and I don't know if Dr. Heavenly understands her impact. You're on YouTube, right? You get a decent amount of views. So a lot of the things you're putting out there, people are listening and people are aligning with those views. So imagine people are calling Dr. Chanita from all around the world to ask her what she did to Heavenly. That is crazy. That just means like you took things too far, because ain't nobody needs to be calling nobody's phone to be checking in on them as to what they did to you because of your opinion. Like, it should never be that deep. It is a reality TV show after all. Like, it's not that deep. I even hate that Dr. Chanita has to do this. But I'ma just say, she did say she ain't a man. She birthed children and only had a tummy tuck. I kind of figured about that tummy tuck because I was like, that belly is on flat, honey. Like, teach us. And I know I be at the gym 5 days a week, and that belly still ain't on that flat thing. So I kind of figured that one. But it's actually crazy that someone has to be explaining, coming out to say she ain't a man. Like, seriously, people just need to leave that woman alone. But I personally like how she was able to speak her truth. Come out and speak your truth, honey. Like, say what you gotta say. I love how she kept it respectful. She didn't go low as much as Dr. Heavenly would. She just stated what she stated, and that's that. And I feel like you can learn a thing or two about that. Like, there's no need, even if someone calls you names, well, maybe not all the time, but sometimes you can take the high road and just explain your position and let it be that. Anyways, that is all I have to talk to you guys about. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. Side point, am I the only one that thinks like darker hair color would look so good on Dr. Chanita? Like, I really want to see it. But yeah, this is just like a complete side note. Ignore me. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.